लाईव्ह आहे. ओके. वी आर लाईव्ह. आता मला फक्त मधून मधून टेक्स्ट करत राहा की बरोबर चाललंय की नाही. ठीक आहे. ओके.
Okay.
Good evening,
Good
people.
evening, people.
We are
We
live
are live
on YouTube.
on YouTube.
So you can
You
check
can check
the
the
particular
particular
link on
link on
YouTube of
YouTube of
Astronautic.
Astronautic.
Hi, so, hi team. Can we start now, or can we need to wait for any other student need to join?
No, sir, we can start. I just need 2 more minutes for the YouTube stream to go well.
Yeah, yeah. Then like we'll start at 7:05. Yeah.
Yes, sure. I hope my voice is clear to everyone and it is all okay in the meeting. Okay, just give me a particular thumbs up. Okay. Hello, people. So, good evening to you all. And today, as you all know, we are going to have a really good session on how the telescopes have been invented or discovered, and at the same time, what are the innovations that have been carried out via the telescopes. So it is very important for all of us to know that how the journey of telescopes, which is one of the most important factors of astronomy and for astrophotographers, that is. Okay. So, so this session is going to be given by Dhanush sir. He is the co-founder of Astronautic Institute. He is also the co-founder of Lakshya Space, which is based in Bangalore, and he's having a vast experience in all the fields related to astronomy, aerospace, and many other engineering aspects of it. So, with his beautiful oratory and his particular informating facts, let us all get to the starting of the session. I directly hand over this to Dhanush sir. But before that, I also wish you a lot of wishes and congratulatory wishes for today's International Astronomy Day. So I wish you all a really good day of today, and let us all. And I'm really happy that we are all joined here just for uh, just for knowing more, and we are the ones who are going to take out this particular this generation of astronomy in the coming times in the near future. So coming to Dhanush sir, hello, good evening sir. I hope you're audible.
Yeah, so thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you for
thank you.
the warm welcome to the webinar. So let's get started. So it's already in 7 8 actually. So we hardly have 50 minutes left over right now to finish off our further information to hang minds right now. Let's start quickly. If you can you just share the screen and go ahead with the first slide?
Sure, just a second.
Yeah, before actually, even as Tom just started his screen, let him start. But I just need to know a brief introduction about team as well. Like, oh, they are young minds here, eager to learn about something like more about on telescopes like for a period of two um, days of webinar which we plan to conduct today and tomorrow. So, a team is actually uh, Sanjita, Rohan Jai,
Both.
Sanid, Arsh, and
I can't hear.
Boda. So can I have before getting into start like into the telescope part? So I just need to know like about like some of the
It's not able to hear.
interesting facts or information from the team actually which are present currently in the team. So in your perspective, so what do you mean by telescope and how they actually that like a telescope actually they
रोहन
hold?
मध्ये
So have anyone having any idea or
रोहन मध्ये जाओ
most people
आणि
actually heard the
उसमें
name like in their even actually in their childhood days as well, but which
हाँ
actually like currently which we gone through entire slides which plan to present entire information right now in front of you all.
नहीं ऐसा
It's
राइट
all about on a journalistic topic. It not having today, we are not plan to cover on the technical aspects of the telescope. So it's all about history,
लेबर
how the
बुक है
evolution of telescope actually,
अच्छा
how the
फंक्शन
early
है पे
observation actually
सॉरी
happened over there, and how the early optical device actually evolved. Means what is the
नाइन
contribution of Galileo like into on telescope field, and how actually the lens
बोलो
technology over the period of lens, how the concave or convex lens actually
थैंक
evolved, and how it's
यू
actually even
प्रेजेंटेशन
this telescope invention of telescope are actually observation. It's influenced in the astronomy as well, and how the modern day telescope different type of telescopes actually might heard earlier as well, that might be reflecting or refracting telescope, how the reflecting telescope actually lead to on other like revolution, and other than the optical device, how the evolution of optics actually like come over a period of time, and how the ground-based observation, not only from the sky, even how the ground-based observation also taken place, and what actually like, what are the different challenges or innovation actually which you are facing over the period of invention of modern days telescope, and what might be early space telescopes as well, and advancement of current space telescopes, and also like when it come to on recent launched James Webb space telescopes as well, and what might be our future space telescope. Means why I'm actually mentioned all these like points before starting our like webinar today is all about generalized topic, and how it's all about theoretical explanation about the individual thing, how the evolution of entire telescope actually how the observation of satellite actually taken place over the year from ancient Greek or Egyptianese to one normal current trending James Webb telescope, advanced telescope which we are seeing like currently right now. It might actually feel you people actually a bit more boring as well, because as we are currently going with more theoretical and generalized topic, but surely hope you actually able to get more amount of information on the telescope part or evolution of the telescope over the period of years. So without further delay, I like request to Som to share the screen and go ahead with our first slide. Yeah, Som, please go ahead. Yeah, telescope means Dhanush as like Som actually given a brief introduction like myself. Yes, so next slide. Next slide, Som. Okay, as already mentioned, like currently we are planning to go ahead with on early introduction to early observation, how the ancient astronomical telescope actually evolved to one like a modern day telescope of reflecting and refracting type of the telescope, and what might be our future space telescope advantage and their the activities as well. So yeah, so let's move with your next.
Mm-hmm.
Next, so next slide.
Okay.
Please quickly, because it's having nearly 50 slides home, so we need to bit more quickly. Okay, like on sharing of every individual slides. Okay, even we don't have much time, so within a like 1 hour actually we plan to like conclude most of the slides actually. So we need to very quickly actually going to trying to next slide. So yeah, please go. Next slide. So actually next slide. Next slide. Let's go with the like with more pictorial representation of the about the individual the information. Yeah, yeah. Actually, as you see in the screen, so it just show actually how actually early observation actually started over a period of ancient Egypt or ancient Greece time. Take an example like when you start on ancient Egypt type, how actually celestial events like that might be on religious or cultural purposes, like such as the annual flooding of the Nile. Take an example like we have no the most the longest Nile record on Nile. So how the flooding, how the like annual flooding, how the river system will follow, how the like we need to conduct our religious or agriculture purpose of on every day or every quarterly like month of year actually they actually plan it through the normal through, and also they actually link it to the celestial events as well like when it come to ancient Egyptian time, like when it come to on ancient Greeks time, they record movements of celestial bodies. How they record movements will be by developed early theories about the cosmics and established the basement of about the Western astronomy. And when it come to on means, as already mentioned, when it come to on ancient Egypt times on the ancient Greeks time, they started creating giving more importance to on celestial movements of the bodies and record their events as well. By based on the events, based on the moments, actually they start like finalizing their religious agriculture purpose, like even actually as already mentioned, annual flooding of the Nile through the entire movement or like of land or they plan their future plans of action as well. Yeah, so please go ahead next slide quickly, because we have 60 slides, so we need to like cover up more of them. Yeah. Yeah, just one like another simple example how the Egyptian people actually like a time of just show like seeing their sky or just seeing the movement of celestial body like in the entire sky, how actually they are taken care of their actual movements of the I mean like and also find out the upcoming activities of their future. Yeah, so next slide. And these are the like simple cryptography graphs actually, which we can able to see even in our current activities as well. Like people still like in most parts of Greeks and like most of Egypt as well, we can able to see this type of like scripts actually written actually established over in different parts of like Egypt. That shows actually how the earlier ancient people or Greeks people actually started work on how they predicted actually their earlier action of future prediction taken place with the help of this type of by seeing the like cosmic activities and movements of like cosmic movements, and how they are actually realize and predict their future religious religious and their agriculture practice as well. I mean, these are all the small examples, actually a diagram which actually which we able to even now able to create now as well, like in most of the like parts of Egypt or the ancient Greeks level. Yeah, so next level, next slide. So next slide. Yeah, Hurley optical device. Yeah, so next slide. Don't show a theoretical explanation. Just move to next slide. Yeah, Hurley optical device means as the days went, like these people actually hardly the ancient people just go listen to their sky, and they the moment of celestial objects they started actually get to know about the I mean future scope of activities as well. That might be like moment of their religious activities. That might be the I mean like confirmation of their agriculture activities as well. But as days went, they started people actually started their in terms of knowledge and technical knowledge actually get started evaluate, but directly getting into the Hurley optical device. How actually Hurley optical get device actually get transferred over a period of time. Take an example like obscura. As you see in the screen, it's actually camera obscura. Okay, it's actually makes an early Procosaurus like telescope used by ancient civilization and also in the medieval times by projecting images of celestial bodies onto surface. You got my point. As already mentioned, in medieval times and also in ancient civilization time, all the people, these people's actually like projecting images of celestial bodies onto surface. But like as you see in the screen, they're actually able to get the productive images from the sky and able to predict all those images into a celestial body and then to convert into a surfaces. I mean, that's how actually on simple camera obscura actually taking place and plays a major role at a time of ancient civilization and even at a time of medieval times as well. So next slide. So be quick. Yeah, yeah. This is the our detailed explanation about how the camera obscura actually the whole how they actually people actually at a time of like medieval times of ancient history, how actually using their actually a camera obscura like model to detect the movement of images of celestial body, and how actually projected their images through using of this type of camera. And also what they are like what type of technology actually they are using. They are like using like refracting type of telescopes. Means in the early age of development 17th century, I'm talking about 17th century, they started like, utilizing lenses. I mean, there are different lenses to bend and focus, enabling magnificent of distant like object. Means you might like in a simple term, there might be I think people already able to understand what like what might be the difference between reflecting and refracting like telescope. But like what do people actually currently see in the camera obscura in 17th century, they started working on the reflecting telescope. Means what is it? The lenses is to just utilize those senses just to bend and focus light. Okay, this might be the major application when it comes to on early optical device that to on camera obscura. Yeah, so next slide. Because I might be quick actually because lots more information need to be like need to present with you all. So that's why actually I'm a bit more quick like in terms of like your the explanation about individual thing. But my like personal is to give most amount of the information that occurred in terms of the from early stage of observation from normal devolution of telescope to a normal space James telescope which you actually see the occurring in currently. How after the early optical devices, we just need to taken care the most important contribution taken care from from the